Alrighty. So, hi. 01 of 1 here. How's it going? I've been doing a little bit of work off screen. I mean, when I say a little bit of work, I mean like nothing like is changing like visually, but I'm doing like some other stuff kind of behind the scenes. There are a few things that I am doing visually though that's changing. So my starter base is right here, so you can kind of see it, right? I decided that I wanted to get the Caterium over here, so I set up like a little route for a little truck, and I'm leaving that there because like if you stay close to it, like you get those cool messages. Oh, and here's the truck. Here it comes. Full of Caterium, maybe. We'll find out. But yeah, I have it waiting for like 2 minutes over here, and then 2 minutes. I strongly advise you to harvest the specimen. Yeah, kind of creepy. But yeah, so there he goes. We're picking up the stuff, dropping it off. He's just going to sit here and wait for a while, so that'll be good. I do have to get this the rest of the way up there. I decided to enclose this to make it look a little nicer. So this has the concrete, which is coming through right there, and then it also has the Caterium, and obviously the Caterium isn't actually connected up there yet, so yeah. We're going to go over there. And then the issue for that, I believe, is because I had these the wrong way. So I was coming out of here, so it was thinking that it was bringing stuff in instead of like taking stuff out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I have a bunch of biofuel here. Just kind of chilling there. So then this comes out this way, and then it goes through here, and then it goes all the way up. Well, not all the way up, but it does go most of the way up. But I have to get up in there and actually do some work in the framing. So that's why I've got that little guy right there. I realized that this might... There we go. Now you guys can maybe see it. I noticed that YouTube like darkens the videos like compared to what I can see. So it's a little weird. But yeah, so I got to get up there and do some stuff. So we're going to head over here. And then bloop. Okay. As long as I'm over here, I might as well show you this. So this has been updated a little bit, so it now has a roof on it, which is kind of cool. And then we'll actually take a look at it from up here, because you should be able to see kind of the stuff that's going through here. So we've got our reinforced plates, we've got our modular frames, we've got our concrete, we have the copper sheets, we have the copper wire, we have the copper cable. And then over here we have screws, we have rods. This I believe is plates. At least it should be plates. Hopefully it's not broken. I should be making... Oh, maybe I'm not making extra plates because I did change stuff. But yeah, so things are a little different here. So I've got... I did extend this a little bit. I don't know if I did that in the last video or in this one. So I've got some stuff coming down through here. I'm going to have the Caterium coming down through here as well. And I do have a space available for it to get sorted. So those are the rotors. So I did get the rotor production done. And then you can't see it over here, but I do have it set up like over here on like the returning end to kind of go through here. And so yeah, so I just got to connect it up into here and then have it set to overflow. But yeah, so then I've got everything kind of going up here. I needed the extra space down here, so that's why I moved this guy here. So this is just kind of going straight up from the overflow line onto here, going into here. And we have 21 coupons, and we've already pretty much bought everything, so there's like nothing else for me to get. So these are just going to keep storing up, and I guess I'll buy some statues or something. Okay. Oh, also, the reason why I was doing some updates to everything is because I went around the world. One, I unlocked the map. So we now have that, which is lovely. So I went kind of around here and picked up a bunch of wrecks. So wreck, these two are oil. Wreck here, wreck there. Nitrogen there's some nitrogen up here. I thought that might be useful later on. Another wreck here, another wreck here, another wreck here. And then I also went into the cave system, which I think is in here somewhere. And then inside that cave, there's some SAM ore, and then there's also a pure quartz node. I thought that there was also uranium in there, but I think they moved it. So I don't think the uranium is in there anymore. But yeah. So with the updated stuff that I've got here, so these are still making the plates. Oh yeah, and these are making exactly as many plates as I need, I think. Or is it? No, I don't think it's making all that I need. I mean, it's not going at 100%, so maybe I am a little short. I don't know. But yeah, so you remember what this looked like before when I had like the 8 different assemblers over here? Well, now I just have 3. So saves a lot of space. And then I'm using the bolted iron plate here. So that requires 250 screws and then 90 plates and gives me 15 per minute. So that allowed me to seriously reduce the number of these things that I had going on. And then these are still the same. So this is still the bolted frame. So it just uses a bunch of screws, and so that didn't change any. Wow, I'm like way over. Oh yeah, and then I put a smart splitter here. So that way, if this is backed up and we get stuff coming through here, instead of like waiting here, it'll just get sent off this way. And then it'll just go and get collected or burned in the sink. So there's that. And then the screws, I did find an alternate recipe for those. So we're using the cast screws, which is super useful because I can get rid of the process of making the iron rods first and then turning those into screws. So I can just go straight from the iron into the screws. And this also makes more screws than the iron rods do. So pretty useful. And then I have these screws over here. These are going, so like these like section here, I think there's like 15 different assemblers all packed in here. Yeah, 15. So, yeah, so these are making, so like one line each goes to each one of the assemblers over here. And then this one goes there and so on and so forth. And then the other one is actually being picked up over there off of these 5. So that's just going, and then this is off again. There you go. Now maybe you guys can see. So yeah, it's picking off of these ones right here and then going up into there. And then these ones right here are off of the second line and this one is off the first line. And then all of these over here, I think I've got another 15 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So the way that I've got these set up is kind of interesting. So I have to feed all 5 of these, but the number that's made here with the screws versus what's needed there, so I think those need 140, but these make 50 each, so it's like 3 of these for one of those, but then you also end up with 10 extra. So I figured out a different way to do it, and oh, I must be right over the alien artifact. That's weird. I didn't think that it should like do the message like way above it, but I mean, I guess it's whatever. Yeah, so I have 2 main lines going in. So this one right here can feed these 3, and then this one here can feed these 3, and you notice that this one is kind of shared between them. So the way I've got it set up is that these go into splitters, which then go, splitters. So yeah, that's a splitter. Goes into here, and it splits this way, and it splits this way into this one. This is actually a merger. So that way the second line that goes through here can also feed into here, and then both of those can feed into there. But with the overflow system and the way that that's all kind of set up, it just works. So pretty happy with it. You can see that we're stockpiling the screws over there. We're stockpiling the screws over here. So everything is getting what they need. And you can see the plates down here. So that's all getting what it needs. But you'll notice that there are 3 different things of screws here. So if each one of these is making 50 screws, then one full row can make 250. So 250 could feed like 1.5 of these. There's that message again. It's weird. Okay, yeah. So what I have here is the first line, or the first row here, comes off over here. So this is a merger here. And then what's coming in through this line is this is actually coming from the first line over here. So this is the output of the first line is going into a splitter here. And this is actually a smart splitter. So half of it goes under to the first line, and then the other half goes into the second line, and then the second line is here. So it's just combining this one with both of these at the same time. And I know that I'm moving the mouse way too fast for you guys to actually see anything that's going on, but it, once again, like everything else, it just works. The output here is going to come out here, so I still have to hook that up, and that's just going to go up into the ceiling somewhere. And then all of this is the concrete, as you can see, and so that hasn't changed except for how I'm getting it up into there. But yeah. So what I need to do is I need to figure out where that tower is. Okay, so it's down there, kind of. Okay, so here is where we got to drop down. All right. So we have the concrete going just kind of straight up in here, and I'm trying to utilize the quadrants as much as possible. And then this one has got to go. Oh, and this has to be redone as well, because that is actually going the wrong way. And then we're going to go this way. And if I misstep here, I will fall to my death, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay. And then we'll go this way, and then this has to change. And then we actually need to go from this way to this way, not the other way around. Oh, and it looks like I have to change that too. So you see how it doesn't connect right there? That's because this is actually going the wrong way. So I put them in facing the wrong direction. So kind of a pain, but at the same time, it's not that difficult of a problem to fix, so that's what we're doing. All right, and then that should now be the right way. So then this will go in towards the wall. Good to go. All right, and then we need to go back out this way. Probably to about right here. Yep. Okay. And then we'll go from here out, if I can clip it, maybe. There we go. Got it. Okay. And then, okay, so now we need to go back this way. Trying very, very hard not to fall to my death here. Okay. And then we'll take it from here. And then we'll move this up to here. Drop it down one. There we go. Okay, now I need to go back out. Okay, and then I can go from here into there. And then that should be all set up for the Caterium. It's going straight to the wall, so now I can bring it from the wall out into the actual factory. All right, so now from here, oh, and these you can place like on the underside of the frames pretty easily, so it makes it pretty easy to jump in and out of here. I say that and then I miss the jump. Okay, seriously? I know you can get out of here. Seriously? Can we? Am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting the belt. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it helps if you don't hit the belt. And then we'll get rid of the platform there. And then we'll cover this back up with glass. And we're good to go. All right. So now we have to go out to... that was a terrible jump. I don't know what was going on there. Okay. And then, so this is where the concrete is coming in, and then we're going to do sort of the same thing, except we have to get up onto the next level up there. Okay, so this is coming out through here. So we're going to put a platform out here so I have something to stand on. And we need to get it, oh, we don't need that there. Roughly even with that one there. So we're just going to have to count it. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that should get us pretty much right where we need to be. Unfortunately, that also puts us right where the ladder is supposed to be. Can't get a break, man. So we'll get rid of the ladder here, and then we'll throw it over here just for now. I just need a ladder. Like, it doesn't have to be in the exact right spot. But then again, I have one, like, over there. So, like, is it really that big of a deal if it's not, like, right there? I mean, I don't think so. Okay. Oh, and that's why I have the railings on here, so that way in case I do lag out for like a second or whatever, I don't actually fall off. Okay. And then up in here, this was full of like all of my copper processing, so that all the copper was like over here on this side, and then all of the extra screws that I had to make were over here. So what we're doing right now is we're actually just making rotors. So I just have a single one of these because it makes 11.25 per minute, which is a lot. So I don't really need that many of them, at least not yet. So I just have enough to build that. And then I'm also using the alternate recipe, another one that I found, of the copper rotor. So it takes the copper sheets and screws, so pretty nice. And I'm still not using all of the iron that was left over. With the new system for the screws, I was left with 125 extra. But even with this, I'm still not using that. So I still have more iron that I could pull out of here if needed. And right now it's just kind of backing up in there. And then I have most of my copper processing here. I mean, when I say most, I mean I have everything being made, but I'm still not using all of the copper. And then I have all of this room in here. And I'm going to be using this for Caterium processing. So, I guess we'll just start. So we've got, I don't know how much is coming in. I think it's only going to be like 60 or 120. So I don't need to go like absolutely crazy with everything. And then I'm not sure what anything needs to be as far as split. So let's throw a smelter in here. Is that the right way? Yeah, that's the right way. And then we need to go here. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And then we're going to smelt the Caterium. Okay, so we need 45 and we're going to make 15. And then after we do that, we need to turn it into wire. So let's get... Oh, and this is going to have to move back one. Because the constructor is going to be off one because of the wall right there. So for the sake of getting things kind of in order, is this, I think I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that is where it is centered. So we're going to back it up one additional one. And then we're going to throw in the constructor over here. And you'll see that that now lines up. Okay, so then if we're making the quick wire here, we need 12 per minute. So I'm going from 15 to 12? Like, what? What? Okay, let me think. We're gonna need splitters and mergers. This is gonna be kind of a pain. So it's 4 smelters to 5 constructors, which is a terrible ratio, and that's just for 60. Like, why? Okay. So we can still do it. It's going to be a little interesting. So we need to get our splitters, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this splitter basically right on top of this guy. And then we're going to take a merger, and I could have just hit the E button probably. And then we're going to throw that there. Is that the way that we want to do it? Or is that not the way that we want to do it? Okay, hang on. So this is going to go into here. We're going to pull some off of here, and then the rest of this has to get merged over. And then go into the next one. But then that also has to get split. Okay, so I think I know how this has to go. All right, so let's do this, and then we'll throw on another constructor. And then that can go there. And then making the same thing. Okay, so we're splitting this here. So then as much as we can possibly get will go into there. And then whatever is left over is going to go this way, which we then have to merge with the next smelter. Okay. So then what comes off of here has to merge and then go that way. Merger. There we go. Okay, so then we do the merger here, and we want the merger to go that way. And then from here, I don't even know if this is going to work. It might not. Wait, no. We need a splitter here because we have to split off. Okay, so then we're going to have 12 going into there. 3 is going to go into here and combine with the 15 here. So now we have 18. Of that, 12 is going to go in here and 6 is going to come out this way. Okay. And then we might as well get all of them on here. Okay, so that will work for that. This doesn't even need to be there. So we'll replace that with glass. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's all that we need for these. All right. So I'm just going to place all of these and hopefully everything will work out. It probably won't, but I'm still going to need the 5 here and the 4 smelters. So we'll just throw all that in there. Okay, so now okay, hang on. So we have 6 going into here. So then we can do this with a smelter, or no, I have no idea what I'm talking about. A merger to go into this one. Make sure it's pointing the right way. Is that as close as that's supposed to be? I think so. Okay. Okay, so then this is going to go over here. Okay, so then we're going to have 12 with 3 left over, 12 with 6 left over, which is half of what we need to go into here. Okay. So then that will go into there. And then we're going to reverse this pattern over here. So this actually needs to be glass. And then this needs to be the concrete. Okay. And then we need to get a couple more smelters. So we're kind of skipping a spot. Okay, so that can go there, and then this can go there. And then basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to reverse kind of this pattern. And so we're going to have a splitter. Okay. And then that's got to go this way. And then that splitter is going to go into a merger. And then that merger has to go that way. And then this merger has to go into a splitter. If I can click on the splitter. Okay. And then this, oh, that's hard to see which way it's going. I think that's correct. Okay. Okay, and then we'll get this going and get that going. Get this going, get that going, get that going. And then this feeds into there. Okay, and then do we have the belt there? Yes, we do. Okay, good to go. And then we have this here. Is that belt there? That belt is there. Okay, is this belt here? That belt is there. Is that belt there? Yes, it is. Okay. So we have all the belts. Okay. So it's kind of like an interesting little setup here, but it actually works out. Okay. Go up the ladder. Please don't fall off this time. Thank you. All right. So we have stuff being made over here. So it's split, merged, split, and then merged here. So this feeds everything 100% with nothing left over, no waste, and we should be good to go. All right. So now all we need is power. So let's get that going. Okay, so that can go there, and then from here we'll just use the line to place everything else. Okay, and then that can go there, and then this has to skip one and then go over here. And I feel like this is off more than one tick, but it's actually not. It's just freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. I'm kidding. I'm not actually freaked out. Okay, so I need to go Oh, right, I need to click on something first. There we go. I'm like, why isn't the plug showing up? Okay, so that can go there, and then there, and then there, and then there. And then that can go onto that one, and then this one can go onto this one, and then this one can go onto this one. There to there, and there to there. All right, good to go. And then we'll just drag power over from this side. Is that even hooked up to anything? That's not even hooked up to anything. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. That's from what we used to have here. Okay, so we need to go here and then connect into there. Okay. So now we just need to make sure that everything is set up. I think that one's already set up. Okay, good to go. Okay, so then if these, okay, so this is going to take in 180 Caterium ore per minute, which we're not putting out, or we're not gathering, I should say, but I can get up to that much, so I think that'll work. Okay. And now we just need to merge everything. And I want to do it in such a way that it makes it easy to get up into one of the quadrants here. So I could put it on the far side or the near side. I think I'm going to put it on the near side. Mergers. All right, and then we want the merger to be here and go that way. And that way, and that way. And that way. And that way. Okay. And then these are putting out... Oh, that's putting out 60 per minute? Holy crap. So this is enough to put out 300. And why are you way, way, way off? There we go. And you're off too. Apparently I'm really bad at setting these things. Okay, is that good? I think that's good. Okay. And then, because I have a ton... Oh, is that missing? That is missing. Okay, we need to cover that up so we don't fall through and die. Which I've done before. It's not very fun. Okay, and then I have just a shit ton of these things, so... I mean, I only have 137 right now, but I have a lot. Like, I'm making a lot, so... okay, so, and then we want to go out to this block right here, because then from here, as long as we're like on the edge of this quadrant right here, any lift that we do, we'll be able to go straight up in there without any kind of complications. So then we'll set this up to there, and we'll send this, or do I want to send it down? Actually, that's a good question. Where's the concrete going? Okay, so concrete is going out this way. And what else do we have? Okay, so that's being used to... Are those clipping? Oh wait, no, we don't actually need that anymore. Okay. I mean, we might need parts of it, but I think that was the old screw line. So this is where the screws have to go into. And then I do have the output kind of over here, so it is not that far away, I think. And then we are on the edge of this quadrant. So we're going to bring the screws up here as well. Now that's set for overflow, but I don't think I actually have any overflow of screws. Unless, of course, I just didn't set it up right, which is also possible, I suppose. Okay. So now we have a couple of things that we need to kind of move around. So I need to figure out where all this stuff has got to go. Okay, so concrete is going here. These are the rotors, I believe. Maybe. Or I could just be completely off and that's... Wait, no. No, that is the rotors. Okay. So yeah, so rotors are coming through here. And then they're turning here to be in the middle of this block. So then the Caterium has got to go over here on this edge. So it might actually be good to reverse this and have it go out the door, or out a door. Which means that I have to replace all these, unfortunately. I mean, I don't necessarily have to. And by that, I mean I can just do like a scorpion's tail here. So we can just kind of have that go up this way. And go out over here. Ooh, don't fall down the hole, please. Okay. And then we probably want it to be centered. So we'll throw a stackable pole here. And then another one. Okay, and then mark 4 belts over to here. And then we will put in, I know this is kind of going against my pattern, but I mean, once this is all set up, I'm probably not going to be back here for much. Okay, so now that is going, I believe that's going the right way. So that'll go out that way, and then we'll kind of go down into this way, which will get us on this side of the belt. Okay. So then I need this. Okay, so if we're assuming that we're coming in through here, then we need to place this guy here. And then we need to place another one here to get the curve right. And then we'll go from this one to the far side of this one, if it'll let me. And then we'll go over into here. Of course, I'm not looking at the right spot, so it's not actually going in there correctly. There we go. Okay, so that's how that's going to go. Okay, so then we also have the screws, I think, that need to go. Not actually sure. I think this is where the screws are supposed to go. And then they're supposed to follow kind of this way. So I've got this belt kind of already under there, so I'm going to reuse it if I can, just because it'll make things easier. And then also because I got rid of that screw line through there, I don't actually have to drop through here. So then I can take this if I can reach it, or see it even. Okay, so we got that right there. We need to go into... Hello? I know you're over here. Okay, seriously? Okay, look, you just need to connect there, okay? So you to there. Thank you. Okay. So that is set up now. I still need to run this all the way down. That's not going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. So we'll set the glass back up onto here. And the screws, do I want to take care of the screws right now or not? Also, I'm going to drop down in here because I don't know if I have this set up properly. But then again, there isn't any overflow, so... I mean, there should be. I'm making more screws than what I need. There must be like an alien artifact like directly under me or something. Okay, so I mean, if we just assume that that's where it's supposed to be, and we're already going up into here, and then we have this guy, and I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be the screws? I think this is supposed to be the screws, unless that's supposed to be the screws. So confusing. Can I jump through here? Yes, I can. Okay. So I need to figure out which way this is supposed to be, because I need the plates and the screws both, I think. Okay, so these are all empty. And can we see what's down there? Not really. Okay, so screws in the first, rods in the second. And then, like, what is that even going off of right now? Oh, that's the copper bars. Okay, so that's, and I think this one is supposed to be plate. So screw, rod, plate is the order. Okay. So, right, so here, so screw, rod, plate. Wait. No, because this one goes down and it curls around this way. So is it supposed to be screw, rod, plate? So confused. This is why you don't disconnect things after you've already made them. And that was an exercise in futility right there. Okay, let's try this again. So, plates go through here, which is the first one. So plates are supposed to be here. And then rods in the middle, and then screws on the far end. Okay. Okay. This is so much fun. This is basically what like my life has been like. It's just trying to get everything like managed properly. Okay, so plates, rods, screws. So screws have to get over here, and then plates have to get onto this line somehow. Okay, and then we have the screws over here, or at least we should. Is it finally backing up? No. Because it has to back up on both lines before it shoots out into the... that's so annoying. Okay. So if screws have to be on the far side, then that actually kind of works out. Because we can run this over through here. And then we need this to go into here. Let's see if I can drop in here. Okay. So we need it to go onto there. And then how much? I have 94. Okay, that should be enough to connect it here, but not enough to replace all the lines. Okay. Okay, so if we have to go over to the far one, then we want this thing to be in the middle of the bar. So that way you can wrap around and go that way. Okay, so that's that. And then that should be screws taken care of. And then I'm going to replace this as long as I have the pieces and parts for it. Hopefully I do. Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense because the plates were supposed to come in over here on this side. So I still need to make some rods and have them come through over here, but I do have the extra iron, so I can do that no problem. And then that has to come in through over here. So we're gonna have to drop down on the far side, maybe? I don't know how I want to do this. That's glass, this is open. All right. Okay, so that's the screws taken care of. This is gonna be the rods. So I can cover these back up. So that'll be good. Oh, not with that though. I need the glass. Okay, so there's that. And there's that. And then the Caterium, I think we settled all that as well. So that can be covered up. And then I need, what do I need? I need this wall here to be removed and replaced with a single outlet wall. Okay, and then we'll run over here and get that connected. I have 10 left. So I might have to go and get some more. Okay, so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then I am completely out. So we're gonna go run over and get some, and I'll pause while I do it because I have to go all the way over to the seal area, but I will be right back. All right, so here we are at the top floor of the steel processing area, and this still hasn't been redone yet, but it will be. So as you can see, I have like way more than what I need of these. And even with this, like earlier today, I think I placed like 1,200 of these things. Well, no, probably like 600. I thought these were 200 stacks, but yeah, I went through like 6 stacks of the stuff. And I still have that much left over, so yeah, I'm good on cable for a while. All right, now I want to see if I can hit this. If I can hit this just right, I'm gonna get sucked right into there. So here we go. Landslide jump, and perfect. All right, so I will resume when I get back there. All right, so I am now back, and I just realized that I still have this here. Even though I don't need it. I think this is where I was bringing the screws down to join with the other screws down below. Yeah, so I don't need that anymore since I redid everything. So we'll cover that back up, and then we'll throw in a foundation, glass foundation. Okay. Then mark 4 belt into there. So now we're going to have all of our Caterium wire dropping down. And then we might as well hook this up for now. Okay, so that's going through here. So we're going to go into here. So that'll be, oh, wrong way. So you can see like you've got the ridges, then you don't have the ridges. So I want the ridges on the outside. So that's why I did that. Okay, so now this gets interesting. Maybe it'll work because it's like off a little bit, but maybe if we can get this kind of like over as far as we can, maybe just to here. I think that'll work. We should probably go with a 480 belt though. Yes, it does go in. Okay, good to go. Then we'll go here. And I still have to connect it on the other side, but I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, splitter. And then we need to change the incoming direction. And then that can go there. And I got lag right in the middle of that jump, which was awesome. All right. Then we'll get this in, get that in, and get that in. And then we'll grab our 480 lines. Now, I know that I don't need this merger here on the end, but I think it's just, it makes everything like line up nicer. So I'm just gonna keep it there. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so now we have this going into here, and that was supposed to go up another one? Yes, it was. Okay. So I miscounted here, unfortunately. So let's try this again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. There. Okay. Hopefully I got that right. Hop up the ladder. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. And then we'll bring this up like that. And then we'll bring this across like this. That is nice and straight. Good to go. Oh, I don't want to dismantle the fence. I want to dismantle the foundation. Okay, so that is that. We still need to cover this up. Alright, so that can go there, that can go there. This doesn't need to be there anymore. So then we'll throw that on there, okay. And then go into the windows. Okay, so that is doing its thing, I believe. So then we just need to set that up for Caterium. And that one is already set up. Okay, so let's drop off our extra Caterium in there. Is this? Oh, okay. So yeah, I've got 60 lines going in. Okay, good to go. Good to go. So that is doing its thing, and everything is all connected. Okay. This doesn't need to be here, nor does that. So we're going to replace this with glass. Okay. And then we should be getting a lot of this stuff, apparently. Okay, so that's going down here. And then we need to get that to the far side. Okay, so that's already there. So now we need to take this guy off. Okay, so if we're right here, so then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm probably gonna have to drop down in here. All right. Okay, and then we'll go out to here. Set that up there. Okay, and then we'll go, okay, so then, oh shit, that's not in the right spot. Whoops. It has to go up there. Okay, so try number 2. Okay. And then we'll go up into here. Here we go. Okay. And then from here, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So then we need this to go over onto this bar here. And I think these belts can actually go 6.5 platforms or foundations, but I like 6. 6 is a nice even number. Okay, and then yeah, we'll just walk over there. Okay. And then we'll grab it from in here. And then we'll have it go out to here. Okay, so that gets it all the way out to the wall, which is good. All right, now we need to find that open spot. I think it goes around here somewhere. Maybe. Nope, not here. That one. Okay, so next one over. Oh, hey, you don't need to be there. Okay. And now let's just jump up out. All right. So that is it for the Caterium. I mean, we still have to like run it down and in, so I suppose we can get that done. This we don't need anymore. Okay. So then we need to connect this guy. If it'll let me get it from here. No? No, now it will. Okay. Okay, so now we got to figure out how we can bring this down. Okay, so we do have to bring this over. Unfortunately. And that's going to be a pain. I think I'm going to have to redo all of these. Whatever. It's fine, I guess. Okay, you, sir, should be going just over to the wall, not beyond the wall. Oh, okay. Ha, caught myself on the wall. Ha. Whew, scared me a little bit there. Okay. I have no idea why I did that. Okay. And we're going up. And we do have to go up there. And I probably should have set this up earlier because that would have made this a lot easier, but meh. Okay, so now that we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a platform right there. Okay, so now I think both this one in the middle and this one over here need to go out to this point. So we are going to send that out there and send that out there. And then from there, we're going to delete the platform as well as both of those. Okay, so now that has to go straight down again. And that should be going to the wall, not... should I fix that first? I should probably fix that first. I mean, I'm going to have to go down there anyways, so yeah. Go down here, and then we'll go over here, and then down into here. Okay, good to go. All right, so this guy needs to be going to the wall. Hello? All right, so that can go there. This I don't have a spot for yet. So I need to place this guy. And then to get this one in here. I wonder if I can actually squeeze that in, maybe? Oh, I can. Nice. All right, good to go. All right, and then we're going to take this from the wall to the platform. And that'll be it for that. And now I need to get up inside of here to reconnect everything. Okay. So that one comes straight down and aligns with that. And then these have to come down here. Same with this one. Okay, good to go. All right, so now we can replace this. Okay. All right, so now we should be having everything kind of going through here. Can I slide through this? What do you think? Nope. What if I slide like under the belt? Nice. Okay. Okay, so this should be the rotors. Okay, I just saw them going by, which is good. Concrete is not coming by. Oh yeah, because it's not connected to the wall, even though it should be. Okay, so then okay, so that goes to there. And then we have concrete flying past our face. All right. And then we just need to throw in a tower or a pole, conveyor pole, whatever you want to call it. And then actually we could probably move this out so that way it falls in line with it, where that's going to be. So we're going to go out to here. There we go. And then we can go down and then have that turn and it'll line up with that exactly. Then this can go into there. And then all we need to do now is connect this with that. All right, and then we should have stuff flying by here. Yep. Okay. And then none of that's going to go up here because this is set for overflow. At least it should be. Yep. Okay. And then we'll follow this around. So I set this up earlier. I think I have everything set up, including getting it over to the storage area. Okay, yeah, so that's dropping down by the iron. Easiest way to check this is just to go over to the storage area. I should probably replace this with an entrance. Okay, good to go. And then that's going to show up on the far side, so... Oh, that was the bad jump. Okay. And if it's all hooked up, it should show up. Good, and it does. Okay, so we have our rotors. We have our Caterium wire. This is empty for now. I don't know what I'm going to put in there. Maybe biofuel might be a good one. But yeah, so then that'll be all of these things all nice and used up. So we have a ton, and we have a ton, and we have a ton. I mean, everything is basically filled up. So everything that we're producing right now is basically just getting burned in the sink. So pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Right, okay, so now I need to figure out the rods and the plates. And I have 6 minutes left to do it. You know what? I think I'm just going to end it here. We'll just call this hooking up the Caterium. And we're going to be a little under an hour, but I've had plenty that are over an hour, so I think it should be fine. And then these I'll get figured out, and then we should be good to go. And then I need to put like a cap back on there because we don't really need that on there. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, so that is the thing. And if this was dark, I apologize. I keep forgetting to turn my light on because sometimes the tubes turn off the lights. Sometimes they don't turn off the lights. I don't know. I can't figure it out. But yeah. And then we still do need to make the rest of our fuel generators. So that is kind of in the process, I guess. And then you can kind of see, like, if we like zoom like way in, you can kind of see the edge of the platform over there. So it's not perfect, but it's not terrible either. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, and unless you know to look for it, you're not going to see it. Because I mean, like right now it just looks like an outcropping of rock, which is cool. But yeah. So that's what I got. Oh, also, I picked up a ton of slugs. So I have 18 of these power shards now. So that's pretty nice. I also picked up a lot of quartz crystals. I did try the lights in the main area. So that area over there, up in there. I didn't like it. Just with the way that with the way that I have everything set up in the factory, it doesn't really work with the aesthetic that I'm going for, because like I can mount it up on the ceiling, no problem, but then I have all of these plugs, and then plus you have the plugs for the lights, and the lights can only have 2 inputs and outputs. So it's like 2 max. So then you can't really use it for anything because you have to daisy chain all of those. So it just makes everything look kind of messy. And then plus with all the light up there, you know, you can obviously see the plugs. Whereas if you're looking in here with the light off, you know, it's a little bit harder to see, you know, unless you're like actually looking at it. So with the lights in there, it's like you're looking at it like this the whole time, where it's all nice and lit up. And because like I had to move the plugs around to make it so that way the lights would fit, it just didn't feel right. So decided to go without it. But yeah, so that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and the next one we'll build more stuff. So, and then I'll probably get the rods and the plates done off camera, because that's just a simple thing, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think the next thing we're gonna do, if we're not gonna do the fuel over there, I mean, we probably should do the fuel, because then the next thing we have to do is redo the steel area with the Mark II miners, and you know, make everything kind of work. So it's what we got going on. That's what the plan is anyways, and hope you'll join me. Alrighty, all right, I'll see you guys later.